I be drained. I really do be drained, y'all. But is that what our life is supposed to be? Are we supposed to be drained? Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Kyrie Rashid Show, and I'm so glad that you decided to come back for more. So what's up? Obviously, I feel a little bit better today. We don't have the blanket on. You know what I'm saying? Got a little bit more pep in my step, you feel me? Type shit. Anyways, yeah, so we feeling better. First of all, it's March 19th is the day I'm recording this, obviously, but where did March go? We're at the end of March. Look, I ain't mad at it though. You feel me? I'm not mad at it. It was just St. Patrick's Day on Sunday. And you know, St. Patrick's Day in Ireland is you know what I'm saying? It's up there. Now, I'm saying it's up there just because I've been here for 2 years and I know. And you know, Irish, it's Irish, you know what I'm saying? You know, they gets down, they do not play. They is on that liquor from sun up to sundown type shit. Mind you, so I had in college, we had this thing called Tequila Sunrise where you start drinking that tequila at sunrise and you're done for. Never participated in it. It's giving same vibes out here for St. Patrick's Day. Bars were full. Everybody was in their green fits. I was there was a lot of cute stuff, but there was a lot of, you know, a little bit too much going on, but hey, nonetheless, do you boo-boo. They had green ice cream at this little shop. They made me have a green ice cream. I did my little outing and it'd be rainy here, but the Lord blessed us with a nice sunny day. You know what I'm saying? So I went with my teammates and we was out there for a little bit. Now they tried to get your girl to come out, but did she go? No. Because what do we all know? I'm not outside girly. The pubs was booming though. I'm just not, I don't do well in the close proximity, everybody breathing, everybody's drunk, because I know one thing about it, two things for sure. Your girl's not gonna be blacked. I'm not gonna be able to be on the level that they're on. So for me, it's gonna be overwhelming. So I'm gonna go ahead and bow out. I'm gonna go sit that one out and everyone after that and before that out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I couldn't do Tequila Sunrise either. But today, I don't know, we got a little chill vibes today. Where it's we're gonna have to insert that meme where, you know, they sit down and you just you know, just sit. Cause everything, I'm just tired. But see, I'm why am I tired? I'm feeling every day's a long day and I just wanna come rub my feet together, lay down, sit down, watch a show. That's the vibe I'm giving at all times. Now the question is this because I'm an athlete and I'm doing all this other shit, or is it just happening? Cause I don't know. So what happened was literally one of my favorite sayings to say last year was, today drained me. Literally, my teammate, she would get pissed. She'd be like, Kai, why are you saying that every time? Even if I wouldn't do a little bit, but any type of outside vibe, and then I get back to the crib, today drained me. Today drained me, y'all. That's how I feel. And I'm what is it? Is it me? Is it because I have low iron? Is it because I'm anemic? Is it because I'm very active? Is it because I get down and I do not play when it comes to getting to the bag? What is it? But being overseas, I don't know if I've said it for real, but being overseas, a different lifestyle than America. Obviously, ain't America like the most, what's the word where you sit? I can't even say it. I thought about saying it, but I can't say it. Where we sit the most out of everybody, like we're the least active people. You get over here, stuff be 30-minute walks away, and they just be like, oh yeah, it's only like a 15-minute walk. Now, if you see my TikTok, I make hella TikToks, not hella, but I've made multiple TikToks about how they be walking over here. Now, it is a 15-minute to them because the way they be moving their feet is OD ridiculous. Now, I've adapted. I don't mind a walk. You know what I'm saying? I walk. I average, which I don't know if that's a lot, but like over like 13,000 steps a day. And I think you're supposed to get like 10,000 at least, right? At least. So by the time I do my walk or whatever, I already got 13,000. So then if you add me hooping, like if you add another practice on top of that or something like that, it gets to like 20,000. You know what I'm saying? But the average is like 13 because I do a walk like every day. In America, am I doing that? No. In America, I gotta force myself to walk. I gotta force myself to walk. It's just a different vibe. It's a different vibe. I average like 6 miles a day, bro. 6 miles a day. Not running, walking. Walking. You won't catch me ever running that. But like, you won't catch me doing that in America either. So I'm like, is that why I am drained? Is that why I'm drained? Because at this point, I've been doing it for 7 months now. And I did it last year for 7 months. But every day, I'm just like, it's draining me. I just want to sit down. I want to lay down. Or is it just me? Like, is it just because I'm like, I just want to be at home doing a little cross stitching, doing a little crochet, doing a little Sudoku, and be left alone? What is it? Yeah, so, I mean, we talk about like health overall. I think, isn't this what we're supposed to be doing normally? Like, we supposed to be moving normally. Like a typical day for me, I get busy actively, like physically in the morning. Like, I am a girl who gets her workouts done in the morning. I don't want to see a workout midday. Now, if we have a practice that's due basketball, I'll survive. But like as far as weights and all that, I don't like doing it later on in the nighttime. If we're doing it in a group setting, I could vibe. But if you ask me to do it on my own, no. So I get the bulk of it done. I do a walk to the gym, and then depending on the day, I'll either have a Pilates, which is usually on Mondays. Then I'll either do just shooting after that, and then I'll walk back. Might take a stop at the grocery store as well. Gotta carry them groceries, so I'm lifting weights on the way back too. We doing farmer's carries. And then I shoot pretty much every day, but the weights like vary. So I do like weights like 3 to 4 times a week. And I just like, damn. So then when I get back to the crib, because I'm out for like 3 hours at minimum, it feels like, I am hungry as shit. So then I hunger, I shower, I do all this, right? But then this is where the other work kicks in. So I told you in the morning, we're getting active physically. When I get to the crib, that's when the mental work kicks in. Mental work, the reading, the writing, the planning of the podcast, the recording of the podcast, the ideas, right? I don't know, like, it's mentally taxing work where it's like, yes, I enjoy it, similar to working out. Yes, I enjoy it, but it drained me. Like, I am drained because I'm like, I gotta knock this out, do this, do that. And I always feel like I have a bunch of ideas circulating. And the reason why it's like mentally tough is I'm trying to, you know, hone it in. I'm trying to reel it in. I'm trying to find a place for all of them to go. I'm trying to give attention to all the different areas that I give myself access to, and I know like are for the betterment of me. Then there's this obsessiveness of like always feeling like I should do something if I'm not doing something. You feel me? Like an obsessiveness with growth and bettering myself. That if I don't do something, then I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling really bad when I'm just like, okay, girl, like, you probably should have been doing this at this time. But I'm tired. Today drained me. Like, when I get back from the gym, my little mental break is the shower, is when I'm eating. And then I'm like, okay, it's time to clock back in. But even still, when it's time to clock back in, I'm like, I'm drained. I don't got it. You feel me? But yeah, so this is like obsessiveness to always feel like I need to do something as well. And I just now, as of recently, where I'd say this year I've been in a flow state of completing and doing tasks where from college is when I really started to notice it. I would go on these binges of super productivity, extreme productivity, and then I would drop off the cliff into doing nothing because I'm so overloaded. I'm overloaded. I done did all this stuff. I'm drained. Then I just fall off. You know, I fall off for weeks and weeks. Like, that's how it was with my writing. That's how it was with like poetry or whatever. Like, if I had lines in my head, I'd be like, oh, I get to it later, and I never got to it later. Like, I would just go maybe a week strong or maybe 2 weeks strong. And if I had like one day off, then I was like, oh shoot, guess I can't. I guess I gotta have another day off. And then it would progress to like 2 to 3 weeks. And it's like, oh shit, you haven't done anything. It's almost like when you're doing homework, and people feel me, when you're doing homework and then you go on a break and you're like, okay, it's 6:30. At 7, I'll start up again. And then time passes and you look at the clock and you go, oh, it's 7:03, just kidding. I guess I gotta wait till 8. That was me. I used to do that shit. Deadass, I'm like, oh, it's late. Well, guess I gotta wait longer. And I would just wait. It's like a combo of procrastination. But I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but like procrastination heavy. And I'm just like, I feel like I am a creative person that it'd be going crazy in my brain that I get overloaded. And I'd be like, damn, that was a good idea. But I didn't lock in and get that work in. So yes, today, yesterday, tomorrow, it drained me. It drains me. But part of me feels like it's a good thing as well. It's not bad. It also feels like I have, exhausted or poured into myself and all the things necessary as much as possible. Like I've exerted all my energy to where I deserve to rest. You know what I'm saying? I deserve to rest. Now, my goddad started us on a Bible plan, and we're like in the book of Genesis. We're at the beginning because it's just like learning about the Bible. I think that's what the plan is. And in the book of Genesis, it talks about how God created everything and he worked for 6 days straight, and on the seventh day everything was good. So he rested on that 7th day. And then one of his comment on the thing was like, my goddad, he was like, you know what? He's like, God worked for 6 days straight and only rested on the 7th. So we should be doing the same. And I'm like, are you kidding? Because right now we're talking about in the world how a 5-day work week is too much and 2 days off is not enough. Let's move it to a 4-day work week. I feel that. I'm on that side. But then we get down to it. And I kind of feel I kind of feel what my goddad was saying. His name Adam. Because I be calling him Adam. You know what I'm saying? His name Adam. So I was kind of feeling what Adam was saying too. And that's the problem. That's what drains me. Because listen, the Lord, he worked for 6 days straight. On the 7th day, took his rest. That Sunday is the Lord's day. You know, I fuck with it. But then I'm like, that one day go by so fast, and then I got to get back to grinding again. I can't do it. I can't do it. But then I get into the point where if I'm not doing shit, then I feel weird. I feel weird. Like, but I do balance out. I try to balance out the rest, or, you know, maybe not scheduling stuff in my head or on paper. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, because Adam said that, I'm like, God, do you want us to work for 6 days straight and rest on the 7th? Do you want us to be going ape? You know what I'm saying? Do you want us to do that? Is that what you're trying to tell us? 6 days straight? I'm like, man. So I'm back and forth on that. Like, I agree, but I also disagree. I'm like, yes, but no. Yes, but no. But see, I also feel like there's a balance of, so yes, today drain me, every day be draining me, right? But in the moments, or in the everyday, you know, daily activities where I am, you know, first doing the physical work and then doing the mental work. Like I said, when I'm eating lunch and when I'm showering, like, that's a break. I'm still doing stuff. But like, that's like the mental break. That's where I'm like on TikTok. That's where, you know, I'm just on social media. Like, I'm zoned out. I'm not locked in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not locked in. That's where I got music playing, whatever. And another thing I have started to do here and there is like do like the 10-minute breaks. So say after I record this, I give myself a 10-minute break before I perform another task. Or whatever task that is, I give myself a 10-minute break to not think about whatever, scroll on social media, do whatever I want in that span of time before I try to accomplish another task. You feel me? The other thing I think has been helpful is I like slower mornings and a slower night. So old me, when it comes to waking up for a workout or whatever, I'm giving myself 20 minutes before I have to leave. I'm flipping out the bed, I'm putting on my clothes, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm getting out the door. Like, you know, we're getting to the bag quick, very rushed, we're not doing anything. New me is waking up 2 hours before, practicing mindfulness, doing her godly studies, you know, before she gets out there, so that my body and my mind, you know, is ready, like it's fully settled into the day. And then it's like the slower nights are when, you know, I maybe watch a basketball game, but see, watching a basketball game, I'm still like processing and like analyzing, so I don't know if that's a really good one. I also be playing Sudoku sometimes, and that's a mind game. So I don't know if that's a good idea either, to play Sudoku for bed. Damn. But if I decide to watch a show, you know what I'm saying, a cool little 45-minute show before the bed, I'm winding down, the lights off, light a candle. We're winding it down. Versus if I come in one day and it's this time and it's like, oh, it's gonna be a late night if I don't hurry up and shower and eat and do this and do that. Which, when I was in high school, I know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because you just need a break. So those are helpful, but I still be like, it drained me. Like, I still just, like, is it draining me if I just look forward to like that time when I'm always in the bed? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. And I also feel like I'm getting more invested as the years go on into like health and wellness vibes, like the eating. Like, I'm very interested in like the plant-based high-key vegan lifestyle, but like not the processed version. Like I'm not eating the fake meats, but I'm literally eating a bunch of vegetables, stuff like that's how I eat. And like remedies for colds and sickness, or like more of a naturopathic lifestyle. I'm interested in that because, and also like in how it associates to tiredness and fatigue and recovery as well. Like I'm really interested in that stuff. So I be like trying to figure that out because like my whole life I've had, well, yeah, I've had low iron. I've been anemic. I got a blood condition. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that like, I mean, it affects on a day to day, but like, it's, lots of us, especially women, have low iron. You know what I'm saying? And they usually say eat red meats and stuff like that. But then I be thinking, I'm like, I fuck with meat a little bit, but like, I don't fuck with meat like that. But I do be feeling them, especially like when you're on your period or something, where it's like, I be craving some red meat, a steak, a hefty T-bone. You feel me? I be wanting that. So I also think that like in how everything be draining me, like sleep as well, all those like things. Mind you, I get 8+ hours of sleep and I still be yawning. You know what I'm saying? I'll still be yawning. Or like eating more of a plant-based lifestyle, like I'm still freezing. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'm not, I don't know. I'm just interested. I'm really interested in how that all associates to my fatigue and stuff like that as well. Because when I said, like, I be drained. I really do be drained, y'all. But is that what our life is supposed to be? Are we supposed to be drained? Are we supposed to be drained every day? But see, it's not a bad drain. So I want to emphasize that. It's not that I'm... Truth is, I'm tired. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. It's not giving that, which, I still, if my heart was torn in pieces, Lord, it's my offering. I feel that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I don't feel down bad drained. I just feel like it's like a daily drained where, and I don't feel like I'm saying it well, but do y'all feel me or not? It's a daily drain where I feel like I really have put my all into the day, and then I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. And it comes with also the repetition, the consistency of it, to where maybe it's like, oh, am I just drained because I've been doing the same thing consistently and I need a break from that consistency? Do I just need a, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also getting, yeah, I think I might have just had a revelation right there on camera about it. Because I am getting, like, now I got, one guaranteed game left, but like 2 max games left before I go home. And it's like, it gets to that point of, damn, did I have a revelation, y'all? Because then it's like, you get your little off season, you know what I'm saying? And you have to figure out ways to keep going. But I also don't feel like I'm struggling to keep going. But also, I was sick last week too. Am I tweaking? I don't know. I don't know. So now what? Because it seems like I just keep having these revelations on the camera in that last segment. So I just think we're just gonna fast forward, because it still seems like I still need some processing about what's going on. Is it because I was sick? Is it because I'm at the end of the season? Is it because I'm in? What is it for? What is it for? So now what? I think rest and work go hand in hand, bro. Because, I don't know, like I said, like my goddad was saying, I just feel like there is an emphasis on the work. There is a beauty in the work. There is a drive in the work that gives that rest more, like, it's more of gratification when you're resting, because you know that you just really just did the damn thing. You feel me? Like, you really did the damn thing. Versus if I'm resting all the time and I maybe didn't really, you know, give all that I had, because sometimes I have more than I have other days. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that all is in that day, I think it's important to give it. So then the rest, you know what I'm saying? So the rest is deserving. Like, do we deserve to be resting all the time? No. It's the same with God. It's the same with prayer. It's the same with, like, relationship with Him. Like, we can't just rest. I mean, you can rest. You should rest knowing that big dog got your back. But there is a certain work that has to be done. You can't just always rest. There's work in that. And then, you know, so yeah, work. I'm going off on tangents. So work and rest go hand in hand, because I also, like I said, I just now have come out. I think this is the first year where I've really had like a strong hold on that physical and that mental work on both ends, where I don't want to fall back into where I'm going, and then I drop and then I don't do stuff for a long time. I like a certain consistency where I know, okay, maybe this is a day off and then you're back to it, or, you know, this is vacay and then you're back to it type shit. Like, I also never want to overload myself. And sometimes I do. I feel like it just happens because also sometimes you get in a groove. You're vibing, you're moving, you're at a steady pace, you keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you end up overloading. You realize next day, like, damn, I really just did this. But, like, does that mean you don't do shit? No. I feel like you gotta keep going. Another thing in this segment, I feel like my idea about going to work has been back and forth, right? Like, when we think about work overall, like literally having like a job, nobody wants to go to work. I mean, some people do. But like the act of going to work, like if you work in a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? It's draining. Like, even if you're a teacher and you enjoy teaching, it's still draining. You give yourself, I'm thinking about when I worked with the kids all summer. I had a great time, but at the end of the day, it drained me. You know what I'm saying? So I go back and forth because it's like, I don't want to work. But then at the same time, I'm like, no, I want to work. I want to work because I feel like I have hella to give. I have ideas. Like, there's so much to give to the world and to people. But then the rest is also giving back to yourself. That's the give and take of it all. Which is funny, the more I feel like, yes, right now, because I'm in a stage where I like have these ideas and I feel like, oh, this is the time. Like, this is the time, girl. You're 24, like, gets busy, gets down with the get down, because you won't have another time like this. Like, I feel like that. I feel like, you know, the time is now. It's now or never sometimes. And I think maybe it's because my frontal cortex is about to kick in fully. It's about to be fully developed at 25. So I think that's where that energy is coming from. But also, these men in my life, but also what I realize I see, like, my mom and my dad have always, like, well, let me retract that statement. My dad has always had a bunch of jobs, and it's just like working. My godparents, they're teachers, which is kind of different. But it's like, I feel like once you're a teacher, when you get to a certain age, you be like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna retire. Like I want to be able to produce and do and give as much as I can give, stack my bread, you know what I'm saying, at a young age, and then live the older age with vibes. You feel me? I want to live with vibes. I don't want to be 50. But see, then that's hard because let's be realistic. Like, our retirement age in America was 65, but it seemed like it's moving up to like 67. Like, who wants to be working like that? I mean, some people do. I done met some people out here and at home that said they just love to work, which that's cool. That's cool. But like, if I start a family and I get married and all that stuff, I'm trying to be out and about. I'm trying to have experience. I'm trying to vibe. So yeah, I feel like my goddad put it in my head, as well as another friend put it in my head, just like, stack your bread now. Stack your bread now. Like, get that money now. Get that money, sis. Get that money now. Do all that other shit later, okay? All that other shit later. But then it's like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Like, I just want to buy. And my godmom, Melissa, she's on the side. This is funny. This is why I be going back and forth. Because she's on the side of, just vibe, bro. Your ass is not vibing at all. Like, she's on the side where she's not gonna be draining herself. She's not gonna be doing all that. And if she wanna go to sleep, she's gonna go to sleep because she needs to go to sleep. But if she wanna go out and get her little latte, her vanilla latte, then she's gonna get it. Like, but she's 40. She's 40, you know what I'm saying? But and this might be a different perspective, but this is the perspective she has now, where I'm like, damn, because the life I came from, it's like, we didn't have no money, so I'm like, oh, you need to stack your money because you're broke. You're broke. You don't have no money. And that's what my mind does. Like, you don't have no money. You don't have no money. You need to get money. How do you get money? My goddad, Adam, he's like, where the money at? Where the money at? Where the money at? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? That's with him. So I'll be like, damn, I need to get like him. But he be doing OD stuff that, hands up, I won't be taking it that far. There's, you know, so there's a certain, I just take from both when I'm just like, yeah. And then I take from the childhood experience. Girl, you don't got no money. You don't got nothing. You don't got nothing. Get that money. Get that money, honey. And then go do all that extracurricular stuff. But then it's like, live life like no tomorrow. You don't know what days are promised. And that's what my godmom is saying. She don't know, you don't know how many days you got on this earth. You don't know when it's your time. You don't know when the Lord is going to call you. So then am I doing all this stuff? Am I grinding for no reason? With no experience? Y'all, you see it? You see my dilemma? Damn. Yeah, so I just always be feeling like back and forth. But right now I'm in a state of, come on girl, you need to do more. You need to do more. Sometimes I don't even know what the more is. But I always feel like I need to do more. I always feel like I need to grow. I always feel like I need to level up. I need to be better. I need to have more. Yeah. I don't know what that's about right now, but then I'm like, have I always been like this? I really just be, I don't know. Because I talked to my friends. Yep, I just talked to my friends the other day, Nina and Rashawn, and they be giving me perspective. Like, Nina's like, Kai, you be talking about yourself like you don't give yourself credit, which I feel like a lot of people do. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like on myself all the time, which I feel like I've done a good job. Like, I think I'm cool. But I'm like, do I not see? Maybe I'm not seeing what these people are saying. Like, and then Rashawn, he was like, he was like, you really have done a lot of shit like thus far, and like a lot of stuff, you know, that a lot of us haven't done. And I'm like, but I ain't really done shit though. And I think I said something like that. He was like, well, what do you mean? Like, you done? And I'm like, really? So it really be about perspective in this part. So I think it's all about their perspective when it comes to the work and where you are in life, and whether you want to grind, whether you want to rest, whether today is draining you or not. I feel like it's perspective. Like, just because today's draining you, are you just not going to do nothing because you were drained? You know what I'm saying? But also, like, I'm an athlete, you know what I'm saying? There are times in games I'm drained. Oh my God, one time we had to play a double overtime game at Elevation, and I'm looking at the bench like, I'm drained. Did I come out? No. They didn't want to sub me out. There's times last year hooping, I look at the bench and I'm like, bro, give me a sub. He's like, haha, laughing at me. What? That's insane. Like, push through, bro. Push through. So we made it. So I have a question. Does God want us to work 6 out of the 7 days a week or not? Do we only get the Lord's Day as rest or not? What does Big Dog want us to do? What do you think? Question number 2, let me know how you balance your work and rest. Do you get them little increments in a day? Is your morning slow? Do you like to just go, go, go and then relax? Do you not relax enough? Is it grind, grind, grind for you? Let me know. And last question, what vibe are you? Are you more grind now, vibe later? Or life is too short, vibes at all times, baby? You never know how much time you got on this earth. Which person are you? Do you fluctuate? Because I feel like I fluctuate. Let me know. Once again, this has been another beautiful episode of the Kyrie Rashid Show. And I'm so thankful that y'all decided to come back from a Get F Me.